Classroom, okay, that's the classroom. This is from my kid.
So hello, our Facebook friends. You're not on here yet, but you might be watching a replay. And if you're watching a replay, know that we are also live on TikTok. So a lot of the questions we are going to be reading are questions that are actually asked by people watching us live on TikTok. So yes, we are live in 2 locations at once. So if you're watching a replay, feel free to answer questions. And know that we go on every once in a while in the evening just to talk to some of our friends and fans that we've made all across the country while doing this book journey that was just a remarkable experience for us.
Hi, guys. I'm making out your attendance sheet for tonight.
Yes. So Facebook or even TikTok, just let us know what state you're in. Because Jerry takes attendance, as we say.
Yeah.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi.
So it's Stevie from Utah. And you sent her a book.
Oh.
And she had the 9/11 memorial that had like calcium buildup on it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Asked how to
You asked your town officials on how to clean it, and I'm so proud of you. How did you make out with the process? Were they able to help you, and did you clean it?
And then Hugh Bentley said hi, and he's on, or Bentley Hughes. I read that backwards. That's what happens when we're tired. I just start transposing stuff. We were in the car tonight on our way back from Naples, and I guess we have all kinds of crazy things that happen, but one of them was we have a letter from a school teacher who might even be watching for us on Facebook, and she sent a list of questions because we're going to do a Zoom with her class.
Yep.
Her class several classes read the book in this school, and so they sent a list of questions that we could anticipate answering, and one of them was, what did you do on 9/11 this year? And the two of us, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, frickin' frack, couldn't figure out what we did yesterday.
Yesterday morning.
Because, was it yesterday?
Yesterday morning was 9/11. See?
And he goes, I don't know.
I'm driving the car. I'm like, where was I yesterday morning?
So
what did I do?
I finally said to him, give me your phone and let me look through your calendar and your call log. And I'm like going, oh, WNBC, you were on the radio yesterday.
I was on WNYC from New York after Secretary Hillary Clinton. I was interviewed by
and he forgot that.
I forgot. That's how
busy we've been.
That's how busy we've been. Can you imagine?
And this poor man, he's spunky right now, but I'm going to let you know, he did nothing but hold the sofa down all day.
I didn't. I just watched a little football.
It was a big day. It was a big week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Stevie responded, yes, I tried asking them. They did not get back to me. I won't quit.
Please.
The wheels of government.
That's, you know what, Stevie? I hate to tell you this, but get a couple of your friends and go over there and clean it yourself. And what are they going to do to you? And what are they going to do? They're going to holler at you? Okay, so they holler at you. I tell you what I did yesterday. Pulling in our community, they had not lowered the flag. And it was 9/11. So I parked the car. I walked over.
You parked the car.
I lowered the flag to half-mast, tied it up, stepped back, saluted the flag, and pulled up to the guardhouse. And this young guard man comes, and I said, hi. I don't know if you know me, but I live in here. I says, you know what? You didn't lower the flag. And he looked at me. I says, you know what today is? Today is 9/11. I spent over 50 years in the fire service. I says, so you know what? I'm Gerald Sanford. Here's my address. If anybody bitches or complains, you tell them I did it. And we drove away. Then we came home, and next door lives one of the board members. So I rang the bell. And her husband came, and I told him the same thing. I lowered the flag because nobody did it. And if anybody bitches, those were my words. I said, come, I'm the one that did it. So, honey, I'm telling you, get a couple of your friends, get the correct mixture all, but you're doing it. You're doing a wonderful thing.
You just maybe call a cemetery grave marking place and ask what the right way is to clean it.
Call the fire department. Get the firemen. they'll clean it.
Yeah, firemen will have a
Firemen will clean it. They have a we have a connection. We have a connection.
She said, I'm going to tell him Jerry said so.
That's right. I'm right here. I'm right here.
Okay, over on TikTok, let's see. Thank you for sending the likes. I appreciate it. And thank you for the follows. Meatloaf is here and says, hi.
Where you from, Meatloaf?
You have a hi from Northwest Indiana. Maddie's here.
Hi, Maddie. Maddie's from the UK.
Yeah, he always puts a little fire truck.
Yep. He's got it. Well, Maddie, here's your fire trucks.
State Trapper says hi.
Got your fire trucks, Maddie.
Bill's here from Michigan.
Hey, Bill. Hey,
How
brother.
are you both doing?
Good.
We're doing pretty good.
We're kind of...
Stevie just said that's a good idea to tell the firemen.
Tell the firemen. Oh, come on.
They're not going to have it.
They're not gonna... Are you kidding? They'll be over
The
there.
fact that it went through 9/11 looking like
Oh, no. You go to the firehouse. And
then,
if you want, you have the chief call me. Okay?
And then you know what, Stevie? If you use like Google Calendars or something, maybe next June, maybe next July, put a little pop-up in your calendar. Just a little reminder. Go drive by there to see whose cage you got to rattle
Right.
to make that thing look right.
Go to the fire department. They'll clean it for you.
So, Bill, we're doing great. Jerry was a football watcher, and we were still today.
We didn't do anything,
we watched church online in our pajamas.
Yep, we went out to dinner tonight. We went to the Freedom Memorial and we collected all the bags that had the inscriptions on them with the little
They're
candles.
called luminaries.
With the luminaries. Okay, luminaries.
Bags are for trash.
Oh, right.
I know.
Ooh,
I'm still watching
I know.
you.
I got it. You got to write it down.
I'm like,
over
this
here.
is like the 4th year of us doing it. I'm like, Jerry, if you quit calling them bags. I mean, they're bags, okay?
Yeah.
But can you just call it a luminary? Because it's...
You're
You're watching this crap.
Luminaries. Got it.
Knight Rider says not all heroes wear capes.
That's right.
Some of them wear... Depends. Hi, from Wisconsin. It's Lou.
Hey, Lou.
With the best patch on the board.
He is.
We'll be taking him down tomorrow.
We're taking him down. We're
gonna take him down and categorize him today. Well, between laying around, we actually, between the book and everything going on, and us running that 9/11, this house looked like it had been burglarized. So we worked
We
on
had
just
stuff all over the place. Now it's starting. Things are hung back up. Oh yeah, honey. I see you hung back.
I put a lot of stuff back on the walls.
Good.
The whole dining room was nothing but books and stamps and envelopes. And hi, Rusty.
Hey, Rusty, there's our winner.
There you are, Rusty.
He won all the patches.
He won all the patches.
Rusty from Whitefield, New Hampshire.
So,
Give us a few days, Rusty. I want to write them all down, and so I can keep a record. Not that I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but. And then we're going to mail them to you.
Mm-hmm. So you did check New Hampshire, right?
I'm going to do that right now. There it is.
See, Rusty, you got to watch him.
There we go, Rusty.
I'm giving away my collection to other firefighters from across the world. Oh, that's really lovely. That's Maddie.
Oh, Maddie from the UK.
Maddie from the UK. Yeah. Sent you the little trucks.
I got the trucks,
and
Maddie.
And the bumper sticker.
And the bumper sticker. Here's the bumper sticker that they put on in the UK.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Firefighter on call. Beautiful.
Let's see. Blake Williams says hello. Rusty says take your time. Lou says, Rusty, congratulations.
Yep. Lou from Wisconsin.
And then we have 3 other things. Oh, I still forgot to go to the store to get those.
I know.
You know.
All right.
So we'll take care of that. Write that on the list.
Candy.
Okay. Firefighter Girl 15 says hi. Hi, honey. How are you?
Hi. Welcome
Hi
back.
from Colorado. Lazarus is here. Lazarus with the cool name. That may be a good name for like a baby or a dog or something.
Yeah.
Nobody uses that name. That's like one of my. Glad you like them. And I'll send you some more things from our station. Oh my!
Thank you.
Rusty sent you fire.
All right, Rusty, brother.
And Stevie gives you applause like this.
Thank you, hon. Thank you.
She says you got it. She's going to let the firefighters know.
Please, and they can call me. I'd love to talk to them.
Crazy.
Where's she from, honey?
She's from Utah.
Oh, Utah, Stevie,
Utah.
right.
Yeah.
Good.
Crazy sports fan is here from.
He's been on before.
Because it's Conshohocken. Thank you.
Conshohocken, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
We stayed there.
We did.
We stayed there when we went to Diane's.
I couldn't say it. That
Conshohocken. We took the railroad.
We took the railroad.
When we went in and we found the book.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Right.
Right.
The book.
The book.
Lewis,
Someday,
the Lewis and
some night
Clark.
we'll take them. We'll tell them the story about a Lewis and Clark adventure. Conshohocken.
On my bicycle touring, says Lazarus. Dark is here. Hello. Hi. How are you?
Speaking of bicycles, the
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood ride concluded. They rode to Staten Island on Friday. They took the ferry over yesterday, and they were at Ground Zero. My brother firefighters and first responders from Naples, Florida.
Rode their bicycles from Naples to New York City.
New York City. Amazing.
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
Police and fire escorts from one county to the next. The Elks Lodges hosted them.
All up
let
the
them
East Coast.
sleep there, fed them, prepared their
Right. I
meals.
wonder when they're coming back. I should call Chef.
I don't
I'd love
know.
to go up there to welcome them back. Oh my God.
Are they flying back or driving back?
Some of them are driving back.
Okay.
They have trailers to
Yeah.
put the bikes on.
Right.
And the support vehicles are driving back.
Okay.
But the riders, I think, are flying back. But I
Okay.
don't know. When we get off tonight, I want to send Jeff a text. Okay? Because he could be on a plane. They could all well be back now. I don't know where they were staying. You know, they were staying on the Elks Lodge on Staten Island.
Ashley says, love seeing you. Hope you're okay after yesterday. Love you lots from Scotland.
Thank you, honey.
He is doing well.
We had to just take a day off. I just laid on the couch today.
Yeah, it was a big day. It was a beautiful ceremony yesterday.
Yes, it was. Last night it was beautiful.
We got really lucky because tonight we went to go to get a bite to eat and it was raining sideways. We were in the restaurant. We're like, oh boy, because we still had to go clean up everything.
Right.
I mean, there's flowers all over the place. There's wreaths.
Wreaths, and it's...
And then, I don't even know, a couple hundred white luminaries with the sand. And the first one we picked up, the bottom fell out. So I literally had to scoop them.
So the sand wouldn't be all over.
Each one of them. So
Chris did a remarkable job tonight. Cleaned up you wouldn't even know that they were there.
3 trash bags full. So we threw. Then we had to find. We have a place where Jerry meets with his veterans.
So we have.
There's a dumpster there. So the dumpsters are glowing in the dark tonight. So
we backed up and quick. We looked at, throw them in there. We were out of there.
We're like, bye. Lato is here.
Hi, Donna, darling.
Since we're talking about Staten Island.
Oh, yeah.
Lazarus says he's in the Bay Area. Do you mean the Bay, San Francisco, or Tampa Bay? Hello, guys from England in the UK. Gavin and Kirsty. Hello.
Hi,
how
brother.
are you?
Good. Another
I was going
one.
to say, it's almost past your bedtime. Good vibes from Louisiana, fellow firefighter brother. It's old red Toyota.
Oh, boy. Okay.
It's old red Toyota.
Louisiana, down the bayou.
We haven't seen him as Travis. He must have his hands full.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's
from
probably out with the
Ida.
chainsaw.
What was the last hurricane? Ida?
Hurricane Ida. He's
yeah.
from Marrero Estelle.
Right.
Which is
bad.
south of Lotto says the Giants.
What was the score? They were playing Denver, and my son Glenn was at the game, and I hate the Giants. I'm sorry, Donna. Donna and Anthony, big Giant fans. But I don't know what the score was, if they won or lost.
Susie says, hi, Gerald. You were amazing. Just relax for a couple of days. Love from South Carolina.
Thank you, honey. We're going to come up and see you one of these days. I don't know when, but maybe next month. We'll see.
We have a grand dog that we have to take charge of at the end of October. So if we do anything, yeah. Me and my partner watched Flight 93 and looked at things. Tears were shed. Aw. Yeah, and the back of the Freedom Memorial, if you watched the ceremony yesterday, what is that, a 14 by 40 flag? On the back, there are 3 benches.
Right.
And the benches have the flight numbers on them. So So
4 numbers.
So there, one bench has both flights that hit the towers. One has the flight that hit Pentagon, and one has the flight that hit
Flight 93, Shanksville.
And then there's 2 pieces of World Trade Center steel back there. So there's flowers on all the benches.
Oh yeah, it was very
There's
beautiful.
flowers on the World Trade Center because all these people come there every 9/11, and then you might not be able to see it, but there are, I think, like 12 or 1,300 commemorative bricks in the walkway. People buy a brick, and they whether it's to remember somebody they loved and lost, or they just want to say something inspirational, and people leave flowers all over the bricks, like on their spouse's brick that has passed away, and
especially now with the anniversary.
And I mean, even like, I don't know, I'm a realtor. I've had a couple clients, they've lost a child. Like, what do you do? And I always buy them a brick and put it down there. And so I had one client once, I told them exactly, I'm like, I bought this brick, the brick will be put in here, so, because I get to pick where the brick goes, because I know somebody. And like a week later, she's like, how do I get a brick application? Because we had another child that also died. And I'm like going, oh my gosh.
Lost 2 sons.
How do you survive losing 2 children?
Oh.
And so
within close.
And then, it's just remarkable to me. So she ordered a brick for the other child.
The strength these people have.
There's a million stories down there. There's
stories that I hear at the memorial, just standing there, and people walk up to me and
Midnight Hemi says, hey, I saw you on Getting Salty. I just happened to stumble upon your live stream. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you. Happy to be on Getting Salty. It was fun. A lot of laughs.
If you're a fan or you're new to following Jerry, if you go to his bio and see the link tree link, that actually will pop open a page, and I put most of his interviews on there. So he's done a lot of podcasts this last couple months, interviews. He was on the news in New York City. He was on the news down here. So, they're all different too. Like,
they are. Yeah.
He even had some health related ones where
I talked about my cancer. It was a podcast called Cure, C-U-R-E. In fact, my brother just told me he watched it today.
Oh, okay.
Kenny watched. He was on it today. He said it was beautifully done. Yeah.
Hey y'all. How's your Sunday?
Oh, it was quiet.
Quiet, none of it.
Quiet.
We enjoyed it.
We didn't do anything. We cleaned up.
We actually had a spot of tea this afternoon.
We had a spot of tea about 3:00.
Let's see. I listened to your podcast with Marcus Luttrell. Nice job.
Thank you.
Wasn't that great?
Marcus, oh wow.
We're such fans of his.
He is
And let me tell you, after we talked, like the apps, they start, like, if you start talking about buying a new vacuum sweeper, you get vacuum sweeper ads. Well, we were talking about Marcus Luttrell, Morgan and Marcus, and we're talking about him. So I start getting served stuff with Marcus Luttrell. And I get served dispatch calls, and one of them is a dispatch of Marcus Luttrell. And this happened several years ago. Apparently, somebody went to his house, and he lives in Texas, and shot his dog, which is sad, and it's absolutely awful. But he's a SEAL, so he knew it wasn't firecrackers. He gets up, he goes, I guess he has a house on his property with his mom, made sure his mom is okay, starts going around the property and sees these guys over the dog. They take off in the car. Marcus takes off after them. And he's on the phone with 911, and he's like, my name is Marcus Luttrell. There's fixing to be a gunfight right now. He goes, I'm going 104 miles an hour or something like that. And she's like, sir, you need to just slow down. We don't need you to get hurt. He goes, oh, I'm not the one getting hurt here.
He's a Navy SEAL.
He's like, ma'am, you don't understand. I'm a Navy SEAL, and I'm not the one and there's fixing to be a gunfight, and I ain't losing. You need to get somebody over Wagner County and throw down some strips.
And he got him.
Oh, yeah. So I was just like, holy smokes.
You don't fool.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, first of all, we're a Texan.
I know. And that's second to a story I heard like 5 or 6 years ago about some drug dealers that were owed money. So they kicked in the front door of the guy's house. And it was the wrong house. And it happened to be a retired Navy SEAL's house. And that dispatch call went something like, They've all been neutralized. You can come get them. Can you imagine your bad luck of being a dirtbag drug dealer and kicking in the door to
Of a Navy SEAL.
You know, that guy did like a ninja tumble, went behind a door, and they just like one at a time. They were done.
Well, it was an honor to be on this show. Thank you.
Hey, Devil Killer, how are you? Let's see, Ashley. It's just awful. I was looking at the story of Todd Beamer. I know it's hard to read some of these stories.
I know. Let's roll.
I see a PGFD patch on your wall. My stomping grounds. What's PGF? Which I don't know.
PGF.
Punta Gorda? We don't have a Punta Gorda.
PG.
I don't know which one that is.
Oh, Lord.
Help us out with the full words.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. The score was 27-7.
Wow, the Giants
The
got
Giants.
27. They lost.
Yep. Missy's here from Fort Worth, Texas.
Hey, Missy. 27-7. Oh, Giants.
Joe Connolly says, keep up the great work from an FDN firefighter and Iraq veteran. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, brother. My hat's off. My hat's off to you, brother. Thank you.
The state stones, those are just sort of like a gift. I think they're $1,600.
Right.
They're pretty expensive.
Yes, they are.
The bricks, there are two bricks. There's a 4x8 brick that is $100, and there's an 8x8 brick that's $300. And yes, you can put whatever you want on the brick within reason. Nothing.
Right. We monitor them all. There's
nothing crazy now.
Nothing political.
But the forms are on the Freedom Memorial Foundation website. So if you just did Freedom Memorial Foundation Naples, you'll look for
Freedom Memorial. Yes, correct.
Yeah, Freedom Memorial Naples, real simple. And then you'll see like one of the tabs is for bricks.
And you can print.
You can print out the form.
Correct.
Thank you for the follow, Diesel. Thank you again for picking me, says Rusty. Hey, it was luck of the
Rusty,
draw.
come on, man.
I had 2 salad bowls. You missed the whole thing. I had a big blue salad bowl, and then I had a clear salad bowl. So we
mixed them all
up.
up.
You could see me tumble it because I had the salad bowls together. So it looked like one of those, like when they pick the lottery numbers.
And I didn't know they were just.
I held it over his head. He just reached in.
I just went through and picked it.
No, we haven't taken them down yet. Jerry rested today.
No, I didn't do a thing.
Yesterday was a lot for him. So we figured we can't mail him till tomorrow.
No, we can't. No,
he wants to take them down and
I want to categorize. I want to write them all down. What
pages do you use? What pages do you use the Mini 6 Rangers? I don't know what that means. Motorola's pager 6. I don't know. Jerry doesn't wear a pager because he's retired.
No, I'm retired. I have the phone.
He's free.
I still have the phone from the fire department. It's their phone. They want to be able to reach out to me if anything hits the fan.
Ashley says, it's an absolute honor to know you, sir. It really is. I'm Ashley Murray on Facebook. Feel free to add. Oh, wonderful.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Yeah, Jerry is like the worst with Facebook. Jerry's the worst with social media. It's not just Facebook. It's just not. He has no driving reason to do it. He's on TikTok. If he had to read this and talk to you, it just wouldn't happen.
No.
It wouldn't happen.
No, I'm...
So, yeah, I'm like the Ed McMahon.
It works. Chris is everything. She does the whole Megillah.
Tennessee Emergency says hello. Hope your
9/11
went well.
Yes, it did.
Gene is here. Said, hey, Jerry.
Hi, Gene.
Devil Killer says, great. And it was about the brick order form.
Good.
Wow. It was awful to sit there. They're talking amongst themselves. Awful to sit and watch and not be able to do anything about it.
9/11? Yeah.
IRS, Prince George's County, FD. We have that's our top left.
Up here, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Hang on. That one right there is Prince George's County.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's one that Ron gave us.
Yes.
That came in Ron's.
This came from Ron's patch collection. Yep.
Hello from Dublin, Ireland. It's Sean. Of course it's Sean.
Of course it's Sean.
Sean McGuckin.
All right, Sean. Hi.
Hey, check this out. Chad from Eustis. Checking in.
Oh, hey,
from New
Chad.
York. Stay safe, brother.
All right, Florida. Chad. Say hello to Mike Swanson for me.
He's in New York.
Who's in the Chad?
Chad's in New York. He went up. He went up for.
Oh, he went up for the. Oh, wow. He went up
Big
for
Mike
9/11.
says fire from Westwood. Misty says, hello, sir. I never miss your live stream. We're so glad that
Thanks,
you're on
Missy.
here. Plus, as a female, I'm always glad when the women come in to represent. So, let's see. WFD. The Devil Killer says, yeah, nice, thank you again. Jean says, hi, Jerry.
Hi, Jean.
Bill says, I may have a line on a group of fire patches I can send you. Well, wonderful.
Wow, thank you.
Once we pull this down...
We're going to do it again.
Yeah, we're going to do it again. We're going to take Mr. Von Ness and put him right about there, because he got moved over and down. There's like 10 holes in the wall.
So tomorrow I'm going to, now that everything is coming back to normal, I guess you'd say that, the 9/11, we were so busy putting the event together, then we had to switch the event because COVID is
It's
increased.
like turning a battleship to do that.
And we were supposed to go to a high school in their gymnasium, and that all got canceled, and now we're going back to, it was just a lot of work, really. It was exhausting. So now I'm going to take my time. We'll take them down. I want to categorize all of them. I don't know what for, but I just like to...
Maybe you'll just look at them and reflect on
and just,
them.
yeah. And then mail them all to
Central
Rusty.
Illinois Fire says, I ordered a few patches off of eBay today.
Thank you.
Lamont, Illinois, South
Great.
Metro, Colorado, Prescott, Arizona. That's where the big wildland fire was years ago.
Oh, yeah, the 19 that were killed, yes. And my fire department is still working on finishing the memorial. I'm going to have to light a fire over there, literally,
I see our South Carolina patch on the wall.
Good.
And Big Mike says WFD. And Rusty said there is possible a fire in 2 towns over from me. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, Rusty.
I watched the reading of the victims' names yesterday.
Very.
That's from Gene. We watched some of it. We really wanted to see
I wanted to see Bill.
F, H, and G.
Right.
For Bill Feehan.
Bill Feehan and Pete Gansey.
Pete Gansey and Gary Geidel.
And Gary.
They cut away to the Pentagon, like right during the ones that we wanted to see.
Yeah.
So we kind of missed it. Could I have one of your badges? I'd be so honored to have one, but I understand if you can't. These were part of a giveaway, and actually Rusty Mickelson won them, and he's in here, so we're taking them down tomorrow and shipping them to Rusty.
He's getting them all.
I see our South Carolina patch on the wall. Oh, I'm behind in comments, sorry. Good evening from Montana. Leroy Jenkins!
Wow, Montana. There's Leroy. Love your state, brother.
Uh-oh, somebody's like, Buffalo Bills.
The Bills lost.
What happened with the Cleveland Browns? I heard they were playing today.
I think they beat Kansas City.
What?
Look, I don't. You have to ask them. I can't look at the scores.
Did Kansas City have the flu or something?
I don't know. Spoken like a true Ohio fan.
What's your nickname? The Mistake by the Lake.
You have to ask her who won the Kansas City Cleveland game.
I'm just a little bit back behind. Hold on.
You
still look tired, Angela says. Yeah.
Oh, honey,
trust us, we are.
We are tired.
We just came back, honey. We went down to the memorial, picked up all the bags.
We cleaned up all the bags and everything.
They were basically licked
all
up.
the luminaries.
We had to. Thank you. We had to basically scoop them up because the
they
bags
were soaking wet.
The bags had disintegrated.
The bags were disintegrating.
I see our patch from South Carolina says Red Rambo. Granite Mountain Hot Shots was the name.
That's it. Granite Mountain. Thank you from Arizona.
You always have the answers. You know what? And we know the name. We know what that's called, but we are so drained and exhausted.
Our brain is working
the fact that we couldn't remember.
What I did yesterday morning.
I'm going through his phone and I'm like, what's his phone number to New York? Oh, you were on the radio. The radio station called.
I was on the radio yesterday morning nationally and I couldn't even remember.
At NPR, and we forgot.
Oh.
Devil Killer says he'll send a United States Air Force firefighter patch.
Thank you.
That's
wow.
very nice.
Thank
Lieutenant Beagle's here from Massachusetts.
Hey, Lou, how are you?
Leroy goes, go Dog Pound.
Oh, the Dog Pound. They must have won.
Okay.
I wonder if they beat Kansas City.
Sean Crowley is here. Says, hey, Jerry. Hey, brother.
Hey, brother. How are you?
Tilly's here.
Hi, honey. How was New York? I bet you it was very hard for you. But our thoughts and prayers with you all day yesterday as you revisited the memorial and Rescue 1. We have your patch here, honey. We had a drawing last night, and Rusty won it from New Hampshire. So your dad, your patch that you gave us from Rescue 1 is going to Rusty, along with all the other patches behind me.
So it's heading out to New Hampshire.
Yep.
What on earth is going on with my phone? It's all kinds of froze. I got a new and Rusty says it'll be taken care of very well.
I know you will, Rusty.
Yeah, that's a good one.
My brother.
Okay, Ashley says, did my old friend lose friends? I assume he did. Yes, he did. Fire Rescue says hi. Lieutenant Beagle says good, and you guys were doing good.
Good.
Recuperating today.
Yeah.
Saw you lowering the flags yesterday. Thank you for that. Much respect. Be blessed from Coweta Fire. Those are your friends up there.
Oh, Coweta from Georgia.
That's right.
Right. I have the hat and I have your shirt from Georgia. Coweta, yeah.
I didn't get to watch the game. I watched my brother's funeral online. Oh, no. And did a 9/11 event today.
Oh.
Was this the I think you had the friend that took his own life, maybe.
Wasn't that Leroy?
Yeah, Leroy.
That was Leroy up in
I think so.
Up in Montana.
Mm-hmm.
He was a police officer, I think. Isn't that right? I think.
Richard Faust is here from Maryland. He says hello.
Hey, Rich.
Fire Rescue is here from Alabama.
All right.
I would like to send you a patch from Dublin, Georgia. Well, I took the address down off the wall, but it is in our bio.
Yeah.
I meant to start on the patches. I took the address down so we could start, and I don't know.
We'll get to it. We'll put it back up
again. We're going to get there.
We'll get to it. We're
Nice.
just a little... We're two old people. Well, I'm the old guy. Woo! And this young girl.
I just hang around with the old guy so I look younger.
I'm the old goat.
Farmer Boy says, nice mustache, Master Chief Jerry.
Master Chief.
Let's see. Leroy says, yes, that's him. His name was Aaron Smith.
Oh, Aaron.
That's so sad.
God
bless him.
God rest in peace, brother.
No, Jerry doesn't get too upset. Ashley, they had asked about if you lost friends, just said she didn't want to upset you. So
I have. Thank you for that.
He's in a pretty...
Been a long time. I think of them all the time. I have their pictures on the wall right here in our office.
Hey, he built like one of the biggest, most beautiful memorials in the United States for them.
Yep.
And that was part of the process to get over it. Or make peace with it. You don't get over it. You just make peace with it.
That's right. We were there last night. It's incredible memorial.
Let's see. Richard's over here. Donna's over there. What else are we going to talk about today? We didn't even really make a list.
I don't know. We don't have really much. We just, I don't know, honey. You want to wind down? We really don't have much to... No.
Central Illinois Fire says, unfortunately, my father took his own life 4-ish days before Halloween in 2020. That's unfortunate.
Oh, my
and so
God,
sad.
brother.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Sorry. I can't even put into words.
I heard this saying once that like people who take their own life, they're in so much pain, but they don't realize that they end their pain just by transferring it to somebody else. So I know that, it's incredibly painful for you to talk about. And it was brave of you to share it with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tilly gave you little prayer hands. And
Thank you,
Ashley
honey.
said, that's beautiful. Well done. Donna says, how sad. I think we were talking about the fatality.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, hey, Tilly, is Tilly here?
She's here. We have her book.
Tilly, are you home? Are you still in the city?
Yeah.
You did a great job, too.
Yes, you did.
I followed you the whole way.
Yes, you did, honey. We're thinking about you the whole day for you.
Hang on 2 seconds here. I don't want you to go. Some Ashley goes, I don't want you guys to go.
Well, I think we're gonna. What do you think, hon?
Whatever you'd like to do.
Yeah, I think it's.
Are you pooped out, pup?
Yeah, just about.
Okay.
We'll be back tomorrow night.
Central Illinois Fire says, I'm not very uncomfortable talking about him. He wasn't the nicest, but he was an amazing father.
Oh, there you go.
I know, it's always
Rest
a
in peace,
love-hate
brother. I'm sorry to hear
relationship.
about your loss.
Somebody named Ford says, where are you from?
From New York City, Staten Island, New York.
And now he lives in Naples, Florida.
Wow, and I live in Naples.
He's a Staten American.
And Chris was from...
Tilly's a Staten American.
She is. She's from Tottenville. Yeah, she is.
And Devil Killer says, thank you guys for yesterday.
Well,
that was the biggest one we had down there. There were so many people.
It was, I don't know how many hundreds of people were there, and it rained, and they stayed. It was just it was a very short ceremony. I made it short because here in Florida, it rains 1 minute, the sun is out, it rains, so you have to try, especially outdoors. It's 90-something degrees.
So hot.
And it's so hot, and so I didn't have any I introduced some politicians that were there, but they didn't speak. I was the only one that spoke, and Father Orsi, who did a beautiful dedication.
And I literally followed the news crew around just to make sure that the politicians didn't get in front of the camera. Because,
Right.
after they pulled some stuff a few weeks ago, and I was just like,
That's
nope.
right.
And I just was between the...
And she was on him. Let me tell you, I was on briefly. They showed a lot of B-roll of the ceremony that was on, but the only interview was me and the reporter from CBS.
Let's see. I love you both loads. You're lovely people. Come visit me one day. That's Ashley.
All right.
Ford says nice. Tilly says Staten Island with little party things.
There you go, honey. Tottenville. She was out in the booty. Back in the day, that was woods. That was, wow, at the end of the line.
That was the end of the line. When Jerry lived in Staten Island, it was farmland.
It was farmland. We had goats, we had sheep and cat. There was all kinds. And then they built the Verrazano Bridge.
Central Illinois Fire says, do New York boroughs have towns in them, sort of like sub-boroughs?
Yes, they do.
So go through the Staten Island ones because they're cute. You were from Robin Hood.
I was from Robin Hood, but my town was called Concord. But within Concord, there you had Toad Hill, you had Robin Hood, you had Red Dirt.
Richmond was Richmond.
No. And then Richmond town is out further. Is that what you're referring to? Yeah. We had a railroad. Well, the train runs along there, so you have a lot of Stapleton, Clifton, Grassmere, Grand City, Newdorp, and Annandale.
And this is the funniest thing when he tells stories. He'll be like, because it sounds made up. It was right over there by the Pickle Works.
I lived.
The Pickle Works.
I lived right next door to the Staten Island Pickle Works.
Doesn't that sound like something that'd be in a cartoon? The
No.
Pickle Works.
Staten Island Pickle Works. In fact, I played football. I was on their football team. Staten Island Pickle Works. Yep.
And Donna says, in imports like me from Brooklyn.
And that's it. You and Maria.
As soon as they built that bridge.
That was the end of the island. Us natives. Yeah, those Brooklynites came over. Oh.
Big Daddy Fire says, keep up the great work, brother.
Thank you. We will.
Tilly is laughing. She says she loves it.
She knows.
And there's a little laughing.
She knows all the little towns.
Cry faces.
Tilly knows those little towns.
So there's boroughs in boroughs in boroughs.
That's right. It is.
It's like a little Russian doll of boroughs.
Yeah. If I say I was from Robin Hood, people look at me like, what? Oh, yeah.
Don the Gamer says, I just wanted to stop by and say hello. I love your content. It's amazing. Well, we have a lot of fun and we enjoy being here. Saul says, I heard you on Team Never Quit. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, we love that. Team Never Quit is Marcus Luttrell.
Right.
And before you got here, we had a whole conversation about Marcus Luttrell. So for anybody that's interested in seeing his content, he was the Navy SEAL. I told the whole story about the 911 call and the hot pursuit. his podcast is called Team Never Quit. So you go look that up, or in our bio you'll see Team Never Quit,
and click on that.
and you can click on that and then
you'll see the interview.
Because he just interviews all kinds of people that are just doing interesting things. So, all right, Poppy, we're going to sign off of here.
All right, kids, I love you.
We love you all. Be kind to each other. God bless you.
Thank you. See you tomorrow night.